Yes, finally arrived, the 120mm version. Basically that means that it fits a 120mm wide bottom bracket. And this is what you get in the box. Firstly, all the brackets and bolts that are required to hold it to the bottom bracket securely. It's pretty obvious what that clamp's for. Makes it a lot more secure and stronger. You could ride without it if you wanted to, but not for me. This is the nut that tightens it on. I actually had a bit of a problem with the thread. It was a little bit bent over, possibly during delivery. Quick nip with a file, perfect. A tiny bit of stiffness, but who cares? Big set of pliers will sort that out. You can't see it now, but there was a little edge on the first bit of thread and you couldn't get it on properly. King botcher, I'm pretty used to that sort of thing. The display, probably won't use it. This is the speed sensor. It's kind of a bit of a contraption. Don't like it on the bbshd. Just sits there waiting to be hit by something. Think I can do without it. Get various spacers to make up for slightly different widths in bottom brackets. This is the actual sensor, and it actually attaches to a wire that comes straight out the bbshd, not part of this loom. So if you don't use it, you're going to have to tape up and waterproof the connector. So the gear change sensor, I don't use them either. I just back off the throttle. If you don't use it, you're going to have to waterproof the connector. Two crank arms that are a bit low budget. I've had problems with ones in the past, coming loose all the time. Crank extractor and the proper spanner. Main loom, which connects to the display, the throttle and the brake cutouts. Mechanical brake levers with sensors. No, won't be using them. Okay, here's the important bit. Does it actually work? These pins are tiny in there. You've got to really make sure you've got it lined up. There is a pin to stop you misaligning it. But if that's ever damaged, you've really got to be careful putting in there, because if you mash these little pins, it's game over. Throttle and display connected. Power lead connected straight from the battery. Switch the battery on and let's hope for the best. Well, hello. Works like a dream. Different speeds. All looking good. Torque twist, so dragster. Yes, so this broken, repaired, a single pivot fat bike frame, full suspension, did I mention that? Allows me to mount the Bafang motor upside down, which I think is loads better. This is the way it's normally mounted. It's just waiting there to get smashed off by a rock, isn't it? So I pivot it round, got plenty of space. It's nicely protected behind the bottom bracket most of the time, and the wires are well out the way. People say, oh, water will run down in the rain and get through the seal. I'm like, no. Yes, I know I've rebuilt the wobbly bike, but you know what? If you get the chain alignment right, it helps the rear swing arm not to get twisted to pieces, and the bike climbs like a dream. We shall see if this motor eventually just rips the frame to pieces, but it's a lot stronger now the way I've rebuilt it. And if it does snap in half, it'll be hilarious, won't it? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon with the updates on putting the whole bike back together.